No matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed.
Katt Williams wasn't joking when he said all evildoers will be exposed in 2024. The heat on Diddy concerning his alleged shady dealings keeps getting worse every minute of the day. Just as the year didn't start on a good note for Diddy, the third month that recently ended was also a nightmare for the Combs clan. Diddy's name secured the headlines for the week as his properties were raided by Homeland Security. No one saw Diddy losing his magic of being innocent in the government's eyes coming, as not only one of his properties were raided, but 3 of his homes were displayed on the news.
Breaking news right now, Homeland Security raiding the homes of Sean Diddy Combs. This is his home in Star Island. Live pictures where Homeland Security investigation.
The public had a field day with the news of Diddy's homes getting raided, as several footages surfaced from the incident. Officers could be seen searching the premises and questioning people in the surroundings of those properties. The most significant footage that went viral from the incident was that of Fox 11, where Diddy's sons could be seen in handcuffs. Anyone wouldn't imagine Diddy's sons will be paying for their father's alleged crimes, but the feds are not interested in that theory. Anyway, Justin Combs and Christian King Combs were put in cuffs in front of Diddy's Beverly Hills home. A source claimed Justin and Christian were just cuffed in front of the property while they questioned them and the staff, but they were not detained by the authorities. Following the news of Diddy's properties being raided, Homeland Security Investigations released a statement saying, "Earlier today, Homeland Security Investigation New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with the assistance from HSI Miami and our local law enforcement partners." Homeland Security Investigations concluded the statement, saying they would provide further information as it becomes available. Well, everyone seems to be waiting for that information. However, there were reports that Diddy's property was raided by the authorities due to his alleged involvement in human trafficking. This has sparked outrage on social media since the bombshell was dropped, and the public can't get past the fact that the allegation may be true. We all know the reason for this assumption. If you don't know, let us fill you in real quick. Diddy has not been riding on his usual high horse for the past couple of months. The Bad Boy Records CEO has been hopping from one lawsuit settlement to another for a while now. Interestingly, these lawsuits being brought against Diddy are connected in a very particular manner. All the individuals suing Diddy either claim Diddy had sexually abused them in the past, or he had harassed them in an unsettling way. The time Diddy felt the most burned by these allegations was when Cassie Ventura sued him. Cassie, who used to be a signee under Diddy's record label, filed a sexual assault lawsuit against Diddy in November 2023, when the window of suing under New York's Adult Survivors Act opened. The lawsuit, which was filed in a federal court, consisted of Cassie's claims about Diddy allegedly forcing her to perform illicit acts with male sex workers while he watched and documented it. That wasn't all. Cassie also claimed Diddy had domestically abused her in the past and always harassed her in any way he deemed fit. According to Cassie's claim of performing sexual activities with male sex workers in the past for Diddy's satisfaction, the court document read that Diddy hired a man and took the man home in his Los Angeles mansion, instructing both the hired male and Cassie to wear masquerade masks and ingest hard drugs. The court document wordings continued that Diddy directed Cassie to then perform sexual acts with the hired male while he watched. Cassie claimed Diddy often called the act the infamous freak-off, or FO. Cassie's lawsuit also indicated that Diddy consistently told Cassie at any random time that he wanted this so-called freak-off session. Cassie also mentioned in the lawsuit that Diddy had hit her several times, and he never even felt any remorse for his actions. Cassie, who had met Diddy when she was just a 19-year-old, and Diddy was 37 years old, hoped it was going to be a simple record label boss and signee relationship, but that wasn't the case. She claimed Diddy manipulated her into having a romantic relationship with him, and everything went downhill from there. Cassie's lawsuit caused havoc in Diddy's everyday life, as people on social media supported Cassie. So Diddy had no option but to respond to the lawsuit. Diddy immediately put his own side of the story out through his lawyer. Diddy's lawyer, Ben Braffman, claimed Diddy was innocent, saying, "Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million. under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship. Diddy's lawyer continued that Cassie was only trying to blackmail Diddy with baseless and outrageous lies to get some money. But before the public could dissect the details judiciously, Diddy opted to settle out of court. Diddy's lawyer claimed his client's reason to settle out of court did not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims against him. Oh well, the public didn't believe that statement. The public assumed Diddy willingly settled out of court because he didn't want to get exposed further to avoid tarnishing his reputation. However, Cassie wasn't the only one who used the opportunity of New York's Adult Survivors Act to call out Diddy for his alleged illegal acts. Another woman named Lisa Gardner summoned the courage to expose Diddy, as she also filed a sexual lawsuit against Diddy in November 2023. Lisa came forward with the allegations of Diddy sexually assaulting her as far back as the 90s, when she attended an MCA Records event with a friend. According to Lisa, Diddy wasn't the only person who carried out the act. She mentioned that Aaron Hall, a singer and songwriter, was also involved. Lisa's lawsuit explained that both she and her friend with Diddy and Aaron Hall were all in Aaron's apartment that night. They were offered drinks and coerced into having sex with Diddy. The lawsuit continued that after Diddy was done doing his business, Lisa lay in bed shocked and traumatized. But sadly, as she was in the process of getting dressed, Aaron barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced her to have sex with him like Diddy also did. That wasn't the end of Lisa's alleged traumatic experience with Diddy. Lisa also claimed Diddy showed up at her house a few days later and subjected her to a second attack, which she termed as a non-fatal strangulation. A third person also used New York's Adult Survivors Act to tell the public about Diddy's never-ending sexual abuse towards women. Joy Dickerson Neal claimed Diddy drugged and raped her in 1991. Joy filed a lawsuit against Diddy in Manhattan's Supreme Court, where she claimed the music mogul also participated in a revenge porn against her. Joy said in the court document that the sexual assault was filmed by Diddy, but the part that altered most people's brains was the part where she claimed the footage was allegedly sent to Diddy's associates in the music industry. Joy claimed the circulation of the demeaning footage has been detrimental to her health, reputation, and profession over the years. Joy Dickerson's relationship with Diddy stemmed from the time they belonged to the same social circle after they had previously collaborated on the music video, Straight from the Soul, by Finesse and Sinquis. Joy claimed Diddy did her dirty because she rejected his previous persistent advances. Unfortunately for Joy, Diddy got his way when Joy agreed to have dinner with him. According to Joy, Diddy spiked her drink while she went to the restroom, where they had dinner. After leaving the restaurant, Joy said she could remember she was taken to two other locations, a recording studio and Diddy's home, where the incident had happened. Joy claimed Diddy's forceful sexual assault resulted in her having severe pelvic pain and trauma, but she chose not to seek medical attention or report to the police when it happened to avoid drama. But she couldn't keep still when she realized Diddy had recorded the incident. Joy learned when a man named Devontae Swing, a mutual friend of Joy and Diddy, told her Diddy showed him the tape. She asked Devontae if another person had seen the tape, but shockingly, Devontae told Joy that everyone had seen it. So Diddy has been labeled as not only a sexual abuser, but also the type that records the humiliating and devastating moments of his victims. Diddy wasn't done getting sued by the alleged victims anyway. In 2024, it was a male victim who sued Diddy for sexually assaulting him. The male victim was Diddy's former producer, Rodney Jones, also known as Lil Rod. Lil Rod sued Diddy for sexually assaulting him through groping of his crotch and anus without his consent. The duo, who worked together on Diddy's album, The Love Album, spent time together in Diddy's home from September 2022 to November 2023. According to Lil Rod, that was when Diddy consistently took advantage of him, claiming Diddy was always up to some weird acts around him. Lil Rod revealed he was once forced to watch Diddy while he showered, and even asked to take drinks that had been laced with hard drugs. He also revealed in the court document that Diddy had pressured him into participating in some homosexual activities when he knew he was a heterosexual man. Lil Rod claimed he wasn't cool with Diddy's advances towards him, which made him report Diddy to his chief of staff, Christina Coram. But sadly, his claims weren't taken seriously. Lil Rod and Christina told him that Sean would always be Sean, and that he was just being playful with Lil Rod. But these weren't the only things Lil Rod was angry about. He claimed while he had to endure all of Diddy's unsettling acts, he still didn't get the appropriate amount of money for the work he had done on the album. Lil Rod said Diddy paid him $21,000 for the job, and he felt cheated with that payment. Lil demanded a $30 million compensation for the alleged abuse he had to put up with in the hands of Diddy. But unlike Cassie, Lil Rod wasn't successful with the lawsuit and compensation. Lil Rod was tagged a liar and a man just looking for a fat payday. Anyway, do fans not outright believe that Diddy genuinely settles Cassie with money behind the scenes? Fans assumed Diddy might have threatened Cassie with something quite dangerous, such that she couldn't turn a blind eye. This assumption was made due to the past occurrence when Diddy threatened Cassie's ex-boyfriend. Y'all might be interested in knowing Cassie's ex back then. Kid Cudi could have been dead now. After Diddy's threat, Kid Cudi's parked car blew up, and no one knew how. But word on the street believed Diddy orchestrated the incident, and Kid Cudi was just lucky he was not in the car at that moment. So yeah, the claims of Diddy being a dangerous man may never stop, but it seems his backup in the government is already failing, because his properties are getting raided at the next level. So, do you think the authorities will be able to find hard evidence on Diddy, enough to put him behind bars as the public awaits further information? Or do you think the raid might be a facade from Diddy and his network of influential people in government? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on celebrity news.